Hello friends, today I am going to cover the standard discrete time signals and signal representation. So now let us see the standard discrete time signals. There is basically 5 standard discrete time signals. In that the first one is a unit impulse signal, the second one is a unit step signal, the third one is a unit ramp signal, the fourth one is a sinusoidal signal, the fifth one is a exponential signal. Now coming to the signal representation, basically there is a 3 types of signal representation. In that the first one is a graphical representation, the second one is a functional representation, and the third one is a sequence representation. Now let us see in more detail all these various types of representation for the standard discrete time signals. Now coming to the unit impulse signal or delta signal. So basically this delta signal is represented with the symbol delta. So we can represent it like delta of n is equal to 1 when n is equal to 0 and it is having the value 0 other than n is equal to 0. So now whenever I want to plot the graph for unit impulse signal, I can plot 1 for the position 0 when n is equal to 0. So now here this is the graphical representation for the unit impulse signal. Other than the position 0 or n is equal to 0, for n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 or minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 or for so on position, it is having the value 0. Now whenever we want to represent the unit impulse signal in the form of sequence representation, so I can represent it within this curly braces and I will be saying that it is having value 1 at 0th position. So 0 position is represented with this up arrow symbol, which is saying that it is a 0th position, and whenever we will be moving on right side, it will be saying that it is n is equal to 1 position, it is n is equal to 2 position, it is n is equal to 3 position, and so on. And whenever we will move on left hand side, so it is n is equal to minus 1 position, and it is n is equal to minus 2 position, and it is n is equal to minus 3 position, and similarly so on here also. So now in this way we can represent the unit impulse signal. Now coming to the next signal, which is unit step signal. So now whenever I want to represent the unit step signal, it is represented with the symbol u of n. So u of n is equal to 1 for n is greater than equal to 0 and it is having the value 0 otherwise. So now whenever I want to plot this unit step signal, so I can plot it like it is having the one amplitude sorry, it is having the one amplitude over here, so it is also 1, and here at 0th position it is having one amplitude, it is for 1 it is having the one amplitude, for 2 it is having the one amplitude, for 3 it is having the one amplitude, for 4 it is having the one amplitude, and for so on. Means for n is equal to 5 also it is having the one amplitude, for n is equal to 6 also it is having the one amplitude till infinity. So this is about the graphical representation of u of n. Now whenever we want to see the sequence representation for this u of n, I can represent it like u of n is equal to 0 0 0 for negative values whatever we are going to consider, and it is having one magnitude with the n is equal to 0th position. Then it is having again 1, again 1, again 1, and so on for the various values of n. So this is about the sequence representation of u of n. For n is greater than equal to 0, it is having the amplitude 1. Now coming to the unit ramp signal. So now let us see the functional representation for unit ramp signal. So it is basically represented with the symbol UR of n. So here I can define it like UR of n is equal to n for n is greater than equal to 0, and it is having the value 0 otherwise. So now here whenever I want to plot it for ramp signal, so it can be plotted like it is having the value n. So I will be plotting like 1 2 3 4 various positions. So when n is equal to 0, it is having the 0 magnitude, so only 0 magnitude will be there. And whenever n is equal to 1, it is having the 1 magnitude. When n is equal to 2, it is having the 2 magnitude. When n is equal to 3, so in that particular condition it is having the magnitude 3. So I will be considering this 3. For n is equal to 4, it is having the magnitude 4. So and so on. Now whenever I want to represent it in a sequence representation form, I can write it like UR of n is equal to 0 1 2 3 4 and so on. At 0th position it is having the value 0, at 1 position it is having the value 1, for 2 position, for n is equal to 2 it is having the value 2, for n is equal to 3 it is having the value 3 4, so on. Now coming to the next signal, which is a sinusoidal signal. So now here let us see the sinusoidal signal. So whenever we want to plot the graph for sinusoidal signal, so already you know the sinusoidal signal, so we can plot it like in this way. Now here sinusoidal signal, its function representation is like x of n is equal to a sine omega n, and here according to the various values of n, we can, whenever it's calculated, we can represent it in the form of sequence representation. Now coming to the next type of representation, which is a exponential signal. So now for exponential signal, let us see the various types of representation. So now here we will be considering some function, one function. Here we will be considering the function like y of n is equal to b to the power n. So this function is used to plot the exponential curve. Now here we can plot this graph for the various values of n. Suppose we are considering over here b is equal to 2, so we can consider, we can calculate the various values of y of n for b is equal to 2 and n is equal to 0 1 2 3 so on, or -1 -2 -3 so on. So now I will be calculating one value over here. Suppose n is equal to 0. So now whenever we want to calculate y of 0, so I can calculate it like 2 to the power 0. So I will be getting the value 1. So y of 0 is equal to 1. Similarly, I can calculate it for n is equal to 1. So I can calculate it y of 1 is equal to 2 to the power 1, which is equal to 2. Similarly, I can calculate for n is equal to 2, y of 2 is equal to 2 to the power 2, which is equal to 4. Similarly, I can calculate for the negative values also. Now whenever we want to plot for these calculated values, we can plot like for n is equal to 0, we are having the amplitude which is 1, and for n is equal to 1, we are having the amplitude which is 2. So I can plot it here, 2 amplitude. Now for n is equal to 2, we are having the amplitude 4. So I can plot over here 4, and similarly we can plot for the various other values. Now I will be plotting the graph only for these three values. So I can plot the curve like this, which is exponential in nature. So like in this way, the exponential signals graphical representation we can plot over here. Now if we want to represent this signal in the form of sequence representation, we can write it like y of n is equal to, it is 1 when n is equal to 0, and it is having value 2, 4, like that, so on. So this is the sequence representation for y of n. So now here in this way we can represent all these discrete time signals in these three types of representation, like your graphical representation, functional representation, as well as sequence representation. So now I covered all these three types of representation. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe.